Cowboys' Micah Parsons shuts down promising report on contract negotiations. Micah Parsons is in line to soon become one of, if not the highest-paid defensive player in football this offseason. After Myles Garrett was given a 4-year, $160 million deal that made him the first non-quarterback to make $40 million per year, a number that was eventually overtaken by Bengals receiver Ja'Marr Chase, who received $40.25 million per year. The benchmark rose for what the Parsons deal would look like. With the former Penn State man entering the final year of his 5-year rookie deal on the Dallas Cowboys, Parsons is staring down the barrel of a payday that is likely substantially more lucrative than one he would have received a year ago, when the highest-paid defensive player was Nick Bosa, playing on just a $34 million per annum contract. And with contract news quieting down over the past couple of months, Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones brought the deal back to the forefront in telling Calvin Watkins of the Dallas Morning News that he believes that the pair will ultimately get something done. Cowboys writer and insider Clarence Hill Jr. of All DLLS, who has appeared on major sports talk podcasts like The Rich Eisen Show, then claimed that there is already a handshake deal between the parties. And whilst this is certainly exciting for Dallas fans, it turns out that this feeling was short-lived, as Parsons quickly denied the report. The blue cap symbolizes the slang cap, implying that Hill's report is false, and that Parsons and the team do not in fact have a handshake deal in place for a new contract. What is the future for Parsons amid contract uncertainty? All signs seem to be pointing to exactly what Stephen Jones said, that the contract will eventually get done between the Cowboys and Parsons. The Cowboys rarely let top talent at premier positions in their prime leave in free agency. In fact, nowadays almost no franchise would let a top-5 edge rusher like Parsons, still only 25 years of age, walk. But the question in hand will be the contract number. After the Cowboys vastly overpaid for Dak Prescott last September, handing him a $60 million per year deal that made the highest-paid player in the league by a $5 million margin, and handed receiver CeeDee Lamb a 4-year, $136 million deal just prior, how much money do they actually have left to give to Parsons? One option could be to backload the Parsons' future contract, reducing the cap hit for the first few years of the deal, in anticipation of even greater future cap hikes, and the knowledge that quarterback Prescott may no longer be with the organization in 2 to 3 years, if the franchise continues to only see limited returns from their major investment. Regardless of how they do it, it feels very likely that Dallas will find a way to get it done. The main question will be, can they do it in a way that doesn't financially handicap the organization for years to come? Cowboys 18 TD rookie RB called wild card for struggling offense. If we are getting into a debate over the last time the Dallas Cowboys had a truly dominant, game-changing running back, we have to look back almost a decade to Ezekiel Elliott's rookie season in 2016. That was the year that current quarterback Dak Prescott was also a rookie and in his first year as a starter in place of an injured Tony Romo, but it was Elliott who carried the Cowboys that season with 1,631 rushing yards and 16 total touchdowns on the way to 1,954 yards of total offense. Elliott was so good as a rookie, he was named first-team NFL All-Pro that year, the first of 2 NFL All-Pro selections in his first 3 seasons. The Cowboys might need another rookie to save their offense in 2025 with 5th-round pick, number 149 overall, Jaden Blue, who ESPN's Mike Clay called the wild card in the Dallas offense in 2025. Blue scored 18 touchdowns in 3 seasons at Texas, 11 rushing and 7 receiving. Blue will begin his career behind newly acquired veterans Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, but neither have played well in recent seasons, so this depth chart is wide open, Clay wrote on May 16th. The lead back role in Dallas is there for the taking. Dallas lost last season's leading rusher, Rico Dowdle, to the Carolina Panthers in free agency. The Cowboys signed their own free agent running back in Javonte Williams on a 1-year, $3 million contract, but he's not someone an offense can or should build a running game around after he averaged under 4.0 yards per carry for the Denver Broncos in 2024. NFL.com's Chad Reuter put Blue at number 1 on his list of day 3 picks who could compete for starter snaps in 2025. Dallas stumbled to a 7-10 record in 2024 after consecutive 12-5 seasons in 2022 and 2023. The Cowboys might begin the year with starting reps going to veteran back Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, but Blue should have a chance to be the guy for the blue and silver by midseason, Reuter wrote on May 5th. The Texas product's home run hitting ability as a runner and receiver makes it imperative that he's on the field. Bleacher Report's Matt Holder put Blue at the top of his list of sleeper running backs who could start for their teams as rookies. Best NFL rookie RB in 2024 was fourth-round pick. Blue ran the 40-yard dash in a blazing 4.38 seconds at the NFL Scouting Combine in February, but at 5'9" and 196 pounds he might be viewed as a tad light to hold up against NFL defenses. Both NFL.com's Lance Zierlein and Bleacher Report both projected Blue as a third-round pick after his breakout season in 2024, when he had a career-high 1,098 yards from scrimmage and scored 14 touchdowns as the Longhorns advanced to the college football playoff semifinals. There's a template in place for Blue to succeed from last season, when the NFL's best rookie running back was Tampa Bay's Bucky Irving, a 5'10", 196-pound fourth-round pick, number 125 overall, who rushed for 1,122 yards despite not becoming the starter until late in the season. Trump praised him too. Former Cowboys longtime quarterback fully endorses Donald Trump. The Dallas Cowboys are going into the 2025 season ready to show that they are able to compete with the best of the best. Trading for wide receiver George Pickens made a statement that Dallas is trying to take their offense to the next level. Dak Prescott returning fully healthy may be the best addition to their offense. However, it's a different Cowboys quarterback who is making headlines this week. NFL season 2025 is about to get underway for CBS announcer Tony Romo, but his personal life is making all the headlines. The NFL announced earlier this week its complete schedule for the 2025 regular season. CBS, unsurprisingly, will be broadcasting a lot of Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, and Baltimore Ravens games in primetime slots in 2025. The Chiefs are coming off of 3 straight Super Bowl appearances, though they fell to the Philadelphia Eagles, 40-22, in Super Bowl 59. The 2025 season could be a big one for Romo. The former Dallas Cowboys quarterback is making roughly $20 million at CBS. He was praised almost immediately for his on-air work, though in recent years, he's faced some criticism. CBS recently promoted J.J. Watt to their number 2 game analyst, leading some to think that he could ultimately replace Romo in the booth, just like Romo did with Phil Simms. Romo sticks to football most of the time, though he has previously made it clear where he stands politically, too, at times upsetting some NFL fans. The ex-Cowboys quarterback has played golf with President Trump. I play golf today with a really good golfer, Tony Romo. Do you know Tony Romo? Trump said. He may be a better golfer than a football player. I don't know. Romo also previously attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner as a guest of Fox News. He also shared an interest in the Republican field. President Trump has repeatedly praised him, too. The fact that Tony Romo got hurt is a terrible thing for the Dallas Cowboys, Trump said in 2015. I think Tony's a great guy. I know him, and he's also a great football player, and it certainly will hurt Dallas. Romo also took heat by some NFL fans for praising ex-U.S. President George W. Bush on the air, though he stood by his comments. He's very impressive. He loves sports. He loves America. One of the greatest human beings you'll ever meet, Romo said. Some NFL fans took issue with him. Tony Romo waxing on and on about George W. Bush has me ready to vomit, one fan wrote.